This is a little project I wanted to share with you. I was watching Adam Savage in his 1 day build, and he had these little flickering LED lights here that just were just so gorgeous. I thought I got to play with these things. I went ahead and ordered them and did some 3D designing and built these bases for him. And I built another little hanging device as well. But he showed such an easy adaptation that I thought this is awesome. Anyway, what these lights are, here's what the box is. Okay, Omaku, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly here too, but these lights are designed to be plugged in. They're 110 volts, but what they do, they just snap apart, and you'll see a red wire and you'll see a black wire in there. Okay, and what this is here, they're cut off pretty close up here, but you can just take the black wire, attach it to a AAA battery holder. And I prefer the AAA because the AAA will fit right into this recess of the bulb, and that's really necessary for the next part. And actually, there's not enough space here for AA anyway. And the red side, the red wire, I do have to add a little bit of red wire to it because there is a switch holder in the bottom of this 3D printed base here that I wanted to get the switch all the way down to. So in fact, there's the switch itself. It's recessed in, so when it's sitting there, it's just you can't even see it. I found though the hardest part of the whole thing is actually getting that switch through the hole in the bottom here. And what I found out the easy way to do that was just put some heat shrink through the hole, over the little toggle part of the switch, and then heat shrinking on there, and then I was able to just pull it right back through. And again, this is why I like the AAA's, and I'm getting 10 to 12 hours of life out of these batteries and these light bulbs here too. So that's plenty enough for any little function then too. So once you get the heat shrink in there, then you can just pull it right through. So yeah, it was a simple adaptation then too. Now this is the next part. I thought the table ones were pretty cool, but I always like that scene out of Harry Potter with the hanging candles in the big hall there. And these aren't candles, but these aren't computer generated either. These are real. Okay. Now these things have different modes, but when you turn them off and turn them on, they go to different modes. So if you get the right, there's 4 modes here, basically upside down as well. But again, the camera does not do this justice. But there's a small hole in the top here, and you can see this fishing line here. Now this is 20-pound fishing line because that's just what I had on hand. But these things only weigh 2.7 ounces with batteries. So it's you could use a much smaller, much more invisible line then too. Um, I would certainly print this in black, and I would have printed this one in black, but I ran out of black, so oh well. But yeah, you get these things hanging up, you get a room full of these things hanging up at night. That would be an awesome effect then too. So I do have a close-up here, um, which I'll show you here for night mode, so to speak. And again, these are gorgeous lights then too. So that's why I call them a jar of fire, because I don't know what else it just fits, and that's kind of what they look like then too. So So anyway, it was a real fun adaptation, a real quick one, and all of the you can download all the files of the base and the top here too on my Thingiverse channel, OT and AT. These things just snap on and snap off. I do have a version that has a little split here to make it easier to come off and on. But again, the other one without the split, you can just have a screwdriver and pops the whole thing in there. I didn't want these things to kind of fall apart if they got hit or something. But both these designs, they're really quite secure then too. But anyway, these are the coolest lights. Enjoy.